And this is going to be interesting to see how it interacts with Ling, who likes to fight out of the crowd so much. As we go into the arena, it is Ling, it is Riddum, and I hope Mr. Elite Frog is happy with that one. Welcome everybody to Winners Finals.
Winners Finals, first to 3 out here. Dang, make my voice crack. This man's going crazy. But just like that, round start, going off, throwing out some hop kicks too. That's how you know Ling wants to get a good read on him.
Yeah, already going for the read, already going for that wall pressure, but gets caught in a pretty simple string. Gets caught on the counter, backs off a little. He's trying to find the angle, gets caught on the cartwheel kick. Not quite a cartwheel, but you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, Hypnotist, going for the low this time. Whiffs. I guess maybe it's a little out of range, but... Ooh,
oh yes.
Another hop kick again. Ling should be able to find the wall. It was a sidewall. Doesn't make a difference.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. Look how he rolled away from the follow-up thanks to the sidewall, thanks to Ling being off axis. And now he's going for the rage art. He's turning Ling into God's favorite skateboard.
Oh, boy. Do a flip. Dang. Yeah, it was a little...
We should send this clip to Tony Hawk.
Oh, yeah. He'd be all over this one. He's like, I know what I'm playing. But yeah, it's one of those things, it was a little off axis. The wall kind of messed up Ling to begin with, so Riddum was not trying to take that chance. Just goes for the rage art. Keep it super simple. Predictions are up so you guys can vote. And here we go.
I'm staging an intervention. I am not letting Mr. Leapfrog place any bets. I don't want him to lose his house mid-commentary.
Oh, boy. Oh, the big activation. Oh, no punish. Yeah, normally that's not safe unless you activate heat.
Yeah, spins away from it into Rain Dance. Oh my goodness, look at that pressure.
Let's see how he's going to deal with it. Nice punish this time. Not going to let him get away with any free moves.
Oh, AOP to dodge into a punish.
He got it right, but it was one of those things, AOP just put you out of stance, but this time gets the connection. Not AOP will not save you here this time. Oh, have a martini.
If I'm Riddum, I am not surprised if I start looking low and I start waiting out those AOPs, waiting for Ling to pop them. Because sometimes, I swear, he will pop them just to pop them. And he likes to fight out of EOP, likes to fight out of low stances. I think that he's going to be trying to cut those off at the source.
Speaking of cutting it off, man.
Yes.
Again, despite how that round started for Ling, Riddum just completely shutting it down and starting to make the adjustments. You start to see a lateral movement again for Ling, starting to pay off a little bit. Nice!
Oh.
That's the way his way of dealing with it. Because if he tries to go for the low, he's gonna launch him every single time. If he delays it and goes for anything else, he's still getting launched because he's back turning. You can't parry that while you're in back turn for orbital moves. Real smart from Riddum right there. He knows the adjustment.
Yeah, great adjustments, great composure, great ability to just change his game plan on the fly. We've been seeing that from him all night. Ling already tying up the game. Not at all surprised to see a final round this early in our first to 3 set.
Okay. And like I said,
That's
I think
very okay.
this is gonna be how it is for a long time. I think it's gonna be a lot of back and forth action, especially between these two. They make the adjustment back and forth. The camera's swapping on because of how fast they're moving around each other.
Yeah, the camera did a thing, and I couldn't even quite see what all that movement was. But Riddum certainly got the better of it, and this is going to continue, not quite to the wall. Gonna be his ticket to game 1.
Game 1, going over to Riddum.
We should still have plenty of Matcherino codes, everybody, so remember to type !Matcherino, M-A-T-C-H-E-R-I-N-O, into chat. You're not going to miss much of the action if you follow our lovely voices as you redeem some codes. Free 25 cents into the pot.
Ooh. Big full crouch mid, just trying to open him up a little bit. You see Riddum starting to make that transition right now. Decent life lead, going with the low. Running two, but just when I say that, Ling interrupt again. So he's gonna find an opening.
Oh,
nice
look
interrupt.
at that! Yeah, caught him right in midair with that too, and Ling just steals the momentum back. If Riddum tries to roll away and get to his feet, but not gonna be the play. Ling reads that coming up, immediately starts around with a low.
Ooh boy, let's see how he's gonna deal with it for round 2 here of game 2.
Oh yes,
Let's
this
just
is an
run up
immediate
down.
start.
Oh my gosh, just run up down 4-1. This man Riddum is unreal with the little pokes here and there.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to pressure Ling so that he can't get comfortable enough to play with that evasion, with that stance switching gameplay. Then he can't do what he's doing right now. Engages heat, forces him towards the wall, tries to splat him, tries to keep him from pulling rage out. Riddum breaks up the chain with a quick jab combo. But look at that! Gets under him, misses, drops it, recovers in time to finish off anyway, and now he's about to go on to tying up the set.
Yeah, again, a really quick 3-round retaliation. You can see him starting to make the adjustments. He's understanding that he's willing to do those hop kicks off of that back turn. So at that point, oh no! That was a good call out again. He's trying to do the wall jump over him, but again, with Ling, she has back turn options. So she's hungry for it. She wants you to be back turn and caught you ducking, hit you with the mid off the hypnotist, and tied it up with a no round brown.
Look, all I have to say about that last interaction is you do not wall jump around Ling because he is a wall jump specialist. He will wall jump anytime he gets an opportunity. He knows what that looks like. You're not going to catch him off guard with it.
All right, game 3. Like I said, I tell you, we're going to go the distance between these two.
Would not be surprised.
Here. I wouldn't be surprised if they stay on a Riddum the entire time. This is a strong stage for the both of them.
Why not? Yeah, why not? It's got the panache, it's got everything going for it, and right now Riddum is trying to keep in control. He gets the baseball slide out, he goes for some low pressure, peeling back towards the wall, going into some stance switches, a hypnotist after a bit of rain dance action, but turns his back and Riddum takes advantage, gets the wall splat, gets heat active, turns up the heat, gets the heat smash, keeps him up against the wall. Ling can't get away, gets a bad trade. They back off a little. Ling runs straight back in, goes straight for the low again. Doesn't let him up. They both have rage. They both have slivers. Slow-mo. Riddum takes the round. Whew. I need a drink of water after that round, and we are right back into the action. Ling not letting up at all, playing very much in Riddum's face. He tries to circle it, runs straight over him after the counter, goes low again, can't quite get the grab. They both are in the center of the ring. They keep facing each other. Goes into a jab, tries to catch something coming in. But Riddum is really being patient with his approaches, I think. You see him creating space. You see him trying not to rush in. And Ling's anticipating something. Breaks out heat. He's turning up the burner. Gets neck broken, though. No gray health for you. Gonna be hard to get up from this pressure. Riddum, patient like a hawk, watching a mouse. And gets another grab. Gets another neck break. Ling rolls away. Tries to go into back turn. Not gonna do it. Gets heat smashed. Round is tied.
All right, all tied up here. Game 3. And like I said, I'm telling you, I think this is gonna go all the way to the end here. Let's see. Let's see how he's going to deal with it. Oh, man, nice whip punish. And going to be able to get the pick up here. Nice punish for Ling to the wall. Little sidewall action, so he's trying to go for the mix-up. Goes for the parry. Good patience from Riddum. He's not going to bait him into it. But just when I say that, caught him ducking.
Yeah, gets the tornado force shovel. Gets another one. And just sends it back. Turns up heat. Gets the engagement going. And right now, Riddum is just trying to find his opening, which he has. Engages heat of his own. Ling has no stocks left. No resources left. Heat smash puts him up against the wall. Slivers of life. Can he get back? He cannot. Look at that low one to put Riddum another round up. About to go up 2-1 if Ling doesn't have something to say about it, but I bet Ling does.
Dude, that low looks exactly like the mid, dude. It's like there's literally barely any animation difference. It's so strong. So it's one of those things he's really getting to their opponent's head of just like baiting him out. You saw him before. He's doing these little micro side steps, and sometimes it's working so well. Like he's not even expecting it. He's expecting just to hold back and block certain moves, but he winds up stepping it, not able to react in time. Nice break on the throw. Trying to open him up. Down 4-2. Now finding his mark. Finishing the string. Oh man, he wants to take us to a final round here. I'll have a martini.
Oh wow, he's gonna.
The low.
Oh my goodness. We weren't kidding when we said this is going to go the distance almost certainly. Riddum versus Ling usually does, or every game's incredibly tough. So if you're in chat, get comfortable, maybe take a moment between rounds to go grab a drink. And this is just going to be a while, everybody. I am not going to miss a beat. Look at this back turn stance into hypnotist and gets heat engaged already.
To the wall. A little off axis. Again,
wall run.
Find it. Low heat smash again. Gotta be careful. Go for the big low. Nice interrupt again. Just trying to find opening. Heat. About to expire. Big mid. Got him again. Game 3 going to Riddum.
2-1, but at this rate, P-Ling's going to find him out pretty fast. This has been a lightning fast game for both of them. What do you anticipate P-Ling doing differently next game?
So this time, like I said, definitely change up the stages. I don't know if he's really tinkered at all with any of the new characters because, like I said, he has a ton of characters. He has a Fang, he has a Yoshi, he has a King, he has a Paul. He has every character. They're all really, really strong. I think he's going to stick it out with the Ling. But the main thing is I think he's going to have to start changing up his timing a little bit because now he's doing a really good job at kind of baiting him into swinging into certain situations. You saw during that last game, he throws out an empty parry, and those are really dangerous because when you start to throw out empty parries right there, that's how you know you've got them because at that point you know exactly when he wants to try to throw out a parry or to try to throw out some sort of retaliation. And if that's the case, it's hard to, find an answer to that. But I mean, hey, Yoshi's really strong right now too. Jack has that really strong setup as well with the up 4, 3+4. But I'm not sure who else he's really tinkered with.
Wouldn't be surprised if it's just a stage switch, because even though he's kind of a Mokujin of online Tekken, as Foxhound likes to say, he seems to be mostly appealing Ling Xiaoyu loyalist. But I wouldn't be surprised because all the characters he likes to play. All right, no stage switch, but we're going to Phoenix Gate. Interesting choice. What do you think of it?
It's a random stage, but
it
I'm
is
not
random. You're right.
yeah, just because of the lounge system, it always is random. But
yeah.
This stage, really good here for Ling at the start. But I mean, once you get to the open stage, I think it favors Shaheen a ton.
Yeah, we'll see how well P-Ling's able to take advantage of that, take the momentum while he's got it. Right now, Riddum's trying to play a sort of lockdown Tekken, but P-Ling finds himself in rain dance, gets heat engaged, keeps him up against the wall. That's a helping of pressure and damage. Probably not even going to get a chance to use the rage he's just built up. Engages heat, a lot of great health back. I might have spoken too soon.
I think he's going to try to find his way back. The big low, not enough damage. Toe kick. Look at he spring kick backwards, but a simple jab to close out that round. He was getting kind of a little dicey right there. But Riddum, got floated out of the air. P-Ling doing a really good job at kind of maintaining that integrity in the offense.
Yeah, great use of the invasion, too, because he knows Riddum's going to throw out these safe pokes, and that AOP is going to give him a chance to punish. Goes into rain dance, gets him tornadoed up against the wall. Here comes the heat again. The burners are cranking up. The thermostat is way up. The damage is way up. The gray health is way up. The normal health is way down. And right now, Leapfrog, Riddum's trying to fight his way back.
Oh, he's definitely doing a good job at that, but just when I say that, you're going to have to go for the throw. Just not quick enough on the punish. Nice. Oh, no.
Look at that. Look at that.
Underneath, and he still got the punish for the airborne float. P-Ling 2 rounds up here. Game 4 wants to take us to a final game between these two. I can't believe it.
I absolutely can, with how often these two have fought, and you were talking about how the open stage is better for Shaheen, so we'll see if that improves Riddum's chances at all, if it affects his strategy.
Woo, floor break going over to P-Ling. Yeah, as one of those things, that throw really does help out a ton. And now P-Ling on the pressure right now, keeping it going, has a huge life lead, and he could have spent it right there. Look
at that!
The kill, but he's still going to be able to get the kill anyways with another no-round Brown retaliation. Able to make that adjustment on the timing really, really well. But now Riddum on the back foot here on the final game.
Final game, and of course he's going to have to face somebody down in lower bracket if he can't salvage this, if he can't take P-Ling down in the coming game. I know that sounds pretty obvious, but he's going to be dealing with some real killers down there. Whichever person I'm talking about ends up losing tonight, ends up losing up here in Winners Finals, going into this final game, certainly going to change another stage. If it's going to be random, but if you're either of these players, what stage are you hoping for?
If I'm Riddum right now, I'm hoping I get Yakushima or the Coliseum, just something with big stages. And if I'm P-Ling, I'm hoping for anything with any type of environments, any type of environmental stage.
Like Midnight Siege.
Yeah, this one's okay, but this one is definitely a little bit better. If you have a little balance of both, it's almost hot dog shaped. It's really long when they're facing off against each other, but then really short when you turn that little 90-degree angle. So. Let's see who's going to be able to take it and move on into grand finals on winner's side. Final game between these two.
You can
who's
already
move on, man.
You can already see Peeling trying to force the angle like you were talking about, those hot dog bun sides, so he's like he can angle for a wall blast or some kind of wall pressure. Gets the combo going. He's going towards the long end of the stage again, carrying him, splats him just short of the wall. Gets that spot again, though, on the follow-up. That's a heap and helping him damage. Immediate rage art. It's going to catch him pressing.
Woo!
I think that was the first thing Riddum did in the entire round, pretty much.
Yeah, and this is not a bad call because, I mean, again, you want to kind of slow down the tempo. It's going to use up pretty much the remainder of his heat. Yeah, you try to go to Hypnotist to expend it, but it's just not quick enough. Oh,
Yeah, but
no,
look at that lateral movement.
Oh my gosh, that sweep came out, and he walked all around the entire animation of it. First, and now Peeling has the lead.
That's what I was thinking when you were talking about the shape of the stage, that Peeling is so evasive and so good at moving laterally that this is almost a godsend stage for a player like this.
Oh boy. Environment still a factor. Went for the low out of back turn. Immediately getting ducked, but dropping the combo. Crucial drop. Trying to go for the orbital. Not going to pay off either. Got to be careful. Back to the wall. Nice duck. I don't know how he ducked there, because back to the exploding wall, I'm never ducking that.
Yeah, not...
Top level, man.
Yeah, there's levels to this, quite literally, and Peeling is up there. It's a crime the man hasn't been signed yet, as he puts himself on set point.
Set point here for TK God. Peeling.
Yes.
One more round to move on into grand finals. Get himself one step closer to that winner's circle. Oh, yeah. Nice duck. Oh my gosh, still persistent with the lows and hit it with the big launch. Back to the wall. Riddum in a really bad spot right now.
Awful, awful spot. He tries to spring kick away, but he's launched. That should do it. That should be it. It is. Winners finals over. Peeling in Grants.
Man, and again, that whole game, he was always on the back foot. Oh my gosh. My bad.
Oh my goodness.
Champion circle. My bad. One step closer either way. I mean, Peeling, again, on grand finals, on winner's side, is just that much closer to getting that big prize pool within the champion circle.
Yeah, and that is just growing and growing, and so are Peeling's chances, but this was an incredible set. What do you think allowed Peeling to pull out ahead? Because I think a lot of it was the environment of that last stage and his lateral movement.
Momentum, man, it's always a big thing when it comes to Tekken. You want to maintain that momentum, and that's why you saw whenever Peeling won, it was, look at this, it's always a no-round round he wins, because he's able to maintain that pressure the entire time. So Riddum was just having a real tough time kind of finding an opening. That's why that one game, that one round you saw, you're like, man, all he did was press Rage Art. And you're right, because at the end of the day, that's all he really had opportunities to do, because he was doing such a good job at just maintaining pressure the entire game.
Yeah, I absolutely see that. Peeling is so great at limiting your options and mixing you up mentally so that you can barely even track what he's doing when he's having a good day. And Riddum is as tough as they come. Trains with Joe Crush all the time, wins weeklies all the time, 9th place at EVO. I'm sure he's a little tired of me hearing that because he's thinking, well, I didn't get 1st place at EVO. But hey, 9th best in the world. And Peeling just handled him.